to another Sun Devil Senior Series. Dylan Hollman is with me. Dylan, we're counting down, right? We got 4 regular season games left, and you notice I said regular season, right? I don't think it's stopping here. I want to talk to all the seniors. I've talked to, 3 already.
Okay.
So you're number 4.
Yep.
We're saving Crow for last. So tell me a little bit about Be the Tradition, Sun Devil Hockey, 19-10-1 right now.
Mm-hmm.
What's going through your head?
You know, we're just playing confident hockey. When it's our IT, a tough place to play last weekend, and first night, no panic in our game. Obviously got up early in the game and didn't look back. And then the second night, faced a little bit of adversity. You know, it seemed like things weren't going our way for a while there, but same thing, just stuck with the process. And you know, we believe in the guys, and we know if we stick with our process, you know, chances are we're going to get the result, and that's exactly what happened. So, just feeling good about our game right now. We're just going to looking at our last 2 series, just continue with that consistent play.
You know, you and I have talked a lot since you've been here about the whole program, what it's been like, and I know the losing was difficult the first couple of years, but you understood, right, that you had what you had, and then all of a sudden this summer things transpire and you realize we've got a pretty solid team here.
Yeah.
Are you getting respect around the country right now as a Sun Devil hockey player?
I mean, for sure. I mean, it's been all over, you know, social media. We're getting national attention, it seems like every week, you know, whether we go up or down a few spots in the rankings, it seems like we're being talked about. So early on, that was our biggest thing, is we wanted to prove people wrong and prove that wasn't a fluke. And at this point in the year, I think we have gotten people's attention, and we're not going to sneak up on any team. So it seems like when we go into, you know, these places to play like Rochester, you know, against AIC in Minnesota, we're going to see their best. We're not going to sneak up on them. They know we're a good program at this point. So.
So 4 games left in your career in the regular season. We're going to keep saying that.
Yeah.
How much does it mean to you to look back on your career here and say, I brought this team to hopefully their first NCAA tournament, maybe even a national tournament championship?
Yeah. Oh, that was the goal. I mean, from day one, I talked about it all the time, but you know, it's 2 different things between talking about it and actually doing it. And obviously we struggled for 2 years, or however many years it was, 2 or 3. Is it the 4th year?
Yeah,
fourth
year with
fourth year. Yeah, with the D1. Yeah, exactly. So you know, we struggled for a few, and it seemed like at times, you know, that goal was so far away, and then it just seems like it happened all at once. You know, the success just started coming in waves, and you know, it seems like we haven't looked back since.
You know, I've talked to a lot of your teammates, and they told me almost to a man that they feel a turning point was winning that Ice Vegas Invitational. That you guys, all of a sudden, something hit you. I don't know what it was. Did you feel that too?
Oh, for sure. I mean, it was just a tournament where we were probably the lowest ranked seed for sure going into that tournament. And you look back on it and you're like, you know, we were the one that came over the top, and it wasn't by a fluke either. And so, you know, we realized we can play with those top teams. And there were other weekends, you know, in that back half of the year where we played some really good hockey, and you know, you start to kind of believe in yourself and see what it takes, you know, to beat and compete with these top ranked programs. And then, you know, we put it all together at once, it seems like, and it's translated.
So let's bounce back a little. Let's go back to Spruce Grove. I know the guys from Spruce Grove are a tight-knit group, right? And there's a bunch of you. What was it like playing at Spruce Grove, knowing that you were going to go to the NCAA and play NCAA hockey? What's it like back there?
I think about that often, actually, just kind of where our program's at compared to where it was in junior. Fortunate, you know, Tyler, myself, Riley, we were all fortunate enough to be part of that program that was really, really good. And it just seemed like every night you show up to the rink and you basically, not that you knew you were going to win, but chances are you were going to win. You know, you'd go play a 60-game season and, you know, have less than 15 losses and stuff like that. So it was you were just confident beyond measure. And I kind of see that a lot in our program this year. That same type of winning swagger, and it's awesome. You know, it just makes coming to the rink every day fun, and everybody's happy at practice. And you know when there's times like we went to Cornell and get swept, you know you're gonna bounce back because you have a good group of guys. Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about your success on the penalty kill this year. Another short-handed goal this past weekend, and it's like when you're on the penalty kill, you're thinking, I might be able to score in this shift.
Yeah, I mean, being able to kill this year with Anthony has been huge. He's such a good skater, and you know, we kind of just think the game the same way. And that's the type of approach we take to the go, is, you know, aggressive and even in zone, in their face as soon as they get the puck, and a lot of times it just translates to offensive chances for us, luckily, and you know, we've been fortunate to put a few of them in at key times for us, so you know, we're not afraid to shoot it and not afraid to jump up in the play with each other and take a few chances, and that's probably the biggest thing for us.
So as a goal scorer, and I can call you that now because you're doing it, once you get the puck free on that and you know you're going in alone, what's going through your head? Are you thinking about a particular shot, a particular move, or you just want to get it on net and finish it?
It depends, yeah. I would say probably more, I don't have a go-to move or anything, just trying to get it on net and shoot it, you know, as hard as I can, and luckily a couple of them have snuck by this year more so it's been good, and you know, it's just a confidence thing. Once a few go in, then you start to believe in yourself, and that's really what it's been for me so far this year. So
you're coming in 1-on-1 a goaltender. What's he thinking, do you think, when he sees you coming?
Well, 1-on-0, I've been pretty historically bad actually on breakaways so far. I know, I got a running joke with coach that I'm gonna get a breakaway goal before I graduate,
right?
But I don't know, and it's not looking too good. But you know, depends on how much back pressure I have.
Right.
You know, usually everybody's got a go-to move.
Yeah.
Something I haven't really found one that works for me right now, but right now, just shoot it as hard as I can.
All right, let's get back to talking about the academics, this program. You're graduating again with multiple degrees, right?
I had multiple undergraduate majors,
yep.
And Anthony, myself, Jack, and Jake all took a master's in the law school this year. So it's just a single one-year master's that we're all taking.
How great is that to be able to come to a school, play NCAA hockey, be successful, and yet know that you're getting degrees that you're going to be able to use in the future?
Yeah, I mean, that's the goal. That's why we chose college hockey. I mean, back home in Canada, major junior is a huge thing, and they do have opportunities to go to school after they play hockey and get it paid for. But that was, you know, the attractiveness as a Canadian for me, to be able to get an education and play top level hockey. So, I mean, getting a couple, you know, two degrees and a master's is obviously above what I expected coming into it. So it's been really awesome.
How hard is that? I mean, when I think about just going to school and doing that, much less the time restraints that you have playing hockey, your travel, how difficult is it?
I mean, you adapt. I think the first year is probably the toughest, just getting used to that. You know, how to manage your time, and like you said, you're practicing and you're traveling so much. But you know, once you get into the rhythm, it's really not too bad. I know that redshirt year for me was huge. I was able to, you know, take more than a full course load. I think I maybe took 7 classes, whereas most people took 5, and kind of got ahead.
Yeah.
And on top of that, maybe a few summer classes here and there. So just being able to manage your schedule so you're not really overwhelmed has probably been the biggest thing.
All right, time to get some dish out here. I've asked all the seniors to give me something. Give me a memory of U5. What's a good memory of U5? What would describe U5 in your 4 years here at ASU?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't know if there's any one. I'm trying to think of a game, you know, where we all kind of contributed.
How about something off the ice? You guys do something off the ice that's going to stick in your... Okay. Coach Powers, if you're listening. No, but tell us a little bit about what this group is like, because I know you're a tight-knit group, and you guys all hang out and do some stuff. You got somebody that some memory that you go like, man, I'm not going to forget that one.
I mean,
spring break. I know you guys did spring break.
Yeah, spring break was fun, but if I'm being honest, probably just like, you know, going through the tough times, the bag skates, you know, and through a couple of those years where things weren't going good, and those guys, you know, were right with you, grinding for however long we were going line to line. I think that's the biggest thing, you know, you're gonna look back and remember is you know, the successes are great, but kind of the struggle we had to go through to get where we're at is probably the biggest thing.
All right, give me your memory on the ice. What's the one thing that might stick out? If there's one thing that jumps out at you,
probably Ice Vegas. I mean, it was so cool. I mean, obviously went in as an underdog to come out on top in Vegas, their first ever college hockey tournament. Cool venue with great fan support. It was pretty awesome.
So that's the memory you have now. I'm going to ask you in April. Let's talk on April 15th and find out what the memory is. Let's hope it's hoisting that big trophy.
You bet. I'm hoping so too.
What do you got to do to get there?
I mean, I think we've proven we can play with anybody. I mean, I think maybe the highest ranked team we played, Ohio State or Minnesota State. You know, Ohio State we lost both, but we felt we played pretty well and we were right there. And I think we gave up a couple power play goals. Minnesota State tied them. Thought we played a great game as well. So we're fully capable of playing with those top tier teams, and we know we don't have to play mistake-free hockey, but we got to manage the game and not try to outskill any teams. We have a good goaltender. We know we're 4 lines deep. Just roll the lines and not make it a special teams battle is probably going to be the biggest thing for us.
All right, let's wrap things up with, you got senior weekend. It's a bit of a different senior weekend for you because you kind of have a vision that you're going to play more. You're certainly going to go to Minnesota. Is it going to be different being honored as a senior knowing that you got more hockey to play?
Definitely. Probably less emotional. Obviously it's crossed my mind that it's the time's winding down, but you don't exactly know when it's gonna end at this point. So anytime you don't know when the end is exactly coming, I think it makes it easier. So definitely should be a little less emotional.
Dylan Hollman, class act as always. I appreciate your time as always.
Yep.
Good luck this coming weekend, and then good luck in Minnesota, and let's keep it rolling through the NCAA.
For sure. Thanks so much for having me, Scott.
Appreciate it.